What the fuck's going on, everybody? How you doing? It's No Joe Coward coming at you live from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Now, today's video is for the black people watching. And when I say black people, I mean any black person that calls themselves a Christian. I was just doing some dishes here, and I got to thinking about something I do think about a lot, something that crosses my mind a lot. But first, let me just start off by giving you a little backstory. Now, as you know, before I came here to Cambodia, I was engaged. I had a fiance, and she was black. She was as black as they come. She was from a family that was, of course, all black, and they were like a pro-black, like fuck white people type of family, and the family never really gave me a fair shake because I'm a white boy. Because I'm a white boy, and I didn't, I'm not a bitch. So I didn't let them talk down to me because I know, at least in my experiences, black people like to, try to intimidate white boys like me. They think that a lot of white boys are weak, and that's because a lot of them are weak and a lot of them are pussies. Well, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them at all. So what I want to get to is that they were like real Christian, and they never liked me because I'm a white boy. They never liked me because I wasn't Christian and because I spoke my mind and I'm not politically correct like a lot of black people in America. Like, I'm not saying all of them, but any brothers and sisters watching, like, it's true. Like, that you don't like white people that speak their fucking minds, especially regarding race. And that's just a fucking fact, at least in my experience. I don't mean to sound like angry and aggressive, but you don't know where I'm from and y'all don't know what I've been through. So I'm speaking the truth right now. So my point is this: how in the fuck can you call yourself a Christian if you're black? Especially an American black person. Now, I'm not necessarily speaking to every single black Christian back in America or anywhere in the world for that matter. But if you're one of these black people, and it's probably most of them in America, that's super pro-black, which is cool. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being pro-black or Afrocentric. That's cool. Like, be proud of your culture, be proud of your ethnic heritage. But if you're one of these fuck white people type of black people, and you generally don't see eye to eye with white people, or you generally don't care to be around white people, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. How can you call yourself a Christian when it was evil white slave owners who forced Christianity upon your ancestors in the first place? I just don't get it. Like that there's such hypocrisy in that philosophy. Like, how can you be black and be a Christian? Even Latinos, how can you be Catholic and be a Christian and then talk shit about white people and talk about how white people are doomed on this planet? And that's more like radical Muslims. Like, that's more like Nation of Islam, new Black Panther Party type of shit. But there are a lot of Catholics and Christians that talk shit about white people, saying that they wish white people weren't around, that we all fucking died. But yet you live by a religion that was forced upon your ancestors by evil white people. So what the fuck are you even talking about, dumbass? I think you need to take a look in the fucking mirror and adjust your whole philosophy on life. Furthermore, if you're Latino and you hate white people, stop speaking fucking Spanish. Alright? Spanish is a white language, for those of you dumbasses who don't realize that. Spanish does not come from Latin America, doesn't come from Mexico. Real Spaniards from Spain are not fucking brown. They're white just like me. They're blonde hair, blue-eyed, mostly in the northern and central regions. Down in southern Spain, towards Morocco, they get a little bit darker, but they're still white people, okay? Don't forget that. Spanish is European. So don't get it twisted, people, all right? I'm not saying that I have an issue with Christians. I'm not saying I have an issue with blacks and Latinos, because as a white guy, I do have to say, I'm not saying I have an issue. I always have to make a disclaimer, because God for fucking bid, I talk some real shit. I say something real, as a white man. But then again, I'm living in Cambodia, so I don't really have to worry about all that bullshit. Because here in Cambodia, there's none of that. There's none of that white you know, black, white guilt. You know, there's none of that out here, people. There's none of that bullshit. So, like even black people, like, come out to Cambodia. Like, there's no racism, at least as far as I know. There's no, like, you know, none of that or this. You know, it's all coming together. So, it's a beautiful thing out here. So that's something about America I don't miss at all. I do miss Chick-fil-A and those good ass waffle fries, man. Ooh, waffle fries. But yeah, so my point is this. Like I said, I mean, if you're a black person or a Latino and you generally talk down about white people, you say they're weak and this and that and they're pussies, and a lot of them are, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of them, obviously. You know, think about your religion. Think about being a Catholic. Think about being a Christian or Protestant or whatever the fuck you call it. Like, how can you say you're Christian when these evil white people hundreds of years ago forced it upon your ancestors? So wouldn't that imply that it's bullshit? Like, if you're that into your ethnicity and that into your ethnic heritage and blah 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 blah, and that pro your race, why wouldn't you adopt the religion and culture that your ancestors lived by before the evil white people came? Like, if you're black, study African religion, study Islam or whatever the fuck is big in Africa. You know, get into that. Why would you be a Christian, dude? If you're Latino, study the religion that they had in Mexico. Study the religions they had in, you know, South America before Whitey came. You know, and adopt that culture, adopt that religion, adopt that spiritual path. Like, why would you be a Christian? And for the record, I'm not a Christian. I'm not religious at all. Now, I know I'm kind of ranting, but I know goddamn well I've got a fucking point. So if y'all want to make a comment, if y'all want to, you know, get mad at me or whatever, it's only because y'all know I have a point, and you're just mad because I'm calling you out. I'm calling out your philosophy, and you might have to rethink your whole fucking life and your whole spiritual path if you're a Christian or a Catholic. Same shit. All right. Anyways, guys, I'm No Joke Coward. Y'all know who the fuck I am, man. Email me, nojokestriking@gmail.com. Nojokestriking@gmail.com. Get at me. Peace.